Yeah. All right. Cool. So we just finished our our premiere.
Our premiere of our new house. Everybody knows.
Woo! So exciting.
Yeah. So we'll wait a couple minutes. Hopefully, a person or two will come over. Because I think is Rob Coley here? I think he might be the only person here currently.
Yeah.
It's a hoodie.
Oops.
It's the work
Out there.
John's watching ads.
Watching ads. Okay. I just posted the link in the chat.
There we go. Our wood chip
Yeah.
garden. Hello. 2 quacks, 5 clacks. Hello. Oh, is that so exciting?
Yeah.
A little scary.
The premiere was actually really
I'm
cool.
over at Ranch High Peppy. Hi, maybe.
It was
allotment. I know, that was fun.
Yeah, it was actually cool to like be able to
Hilltop Flowers. Hello.
it was cool to be able to talk to you guys while watching our video. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. It was
I think
fun.
we'll have to do that again sometime.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So.
OMG, how cool.
Yeah, we are very excited.
Yeah, and we'll have to. Is it? What does that say?
JOHN.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out. So like everybody was saying like, oh, make an Airbnb, do farm stays. So the houses are like
rough shape.
like when we say like, oh yeah, you just need running water. Like literally, we actually do need to get running water. The well is not working currently. And like to get down into the scary basement.
There's a trap door in the kitchen.
Yeah, and like some rotten wood like right next to the trap door. So when you're approaching the trap door, you need to like hopscotch to get to it.
There's also the well is like directly under the kitchen, and
Wild Ones. Yes, we just premiered a video, so if you want to see all the details,
you can check that.
Go back. But we're moving. We've got 40 acres of land.
Yeah. And so we're gonna be. Like Josh from the City Stead mentioned, so it's going to kind of be a family compound for us with my parents living on it. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Because we really appreciate our families and.
Oh God, the karate raccoons.
So it'll be nice to have my parents so close. And we're close to Catherine's mom too, so that's exciting. That's always good. And we wouldn't have been able to do it without them. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom and Rob.
And we're hoping someday my mom will want to come too and join the family farm and hang with us and
put her to work.
Oh, hi Susie, thank you. And if Ann and Rick Dorman decide that they want to become farmers instead of city people, they'd be welcomed as well. So we'll have to see. But it's so cool to have so much more space.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we said briefly in the video there's like a little bit of wetlands in like the very back, so the property shape is like a bulb and then a stick and then like a big.
It's almost like Italy. It's like a boot.
Isn't Italy? Oh no, that's Cape Cod.
Italy, Italy. Yeah, that's Cape Cod. Italy's the boot. So it kind of the houses are down like at the bottom, and then it's got like a big thing, and then a big, like you said, a big bulb at the top. So. Yeah.
112 acres. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of acres. So the reason I started talking about, oh hi Jesse. Oh, you missed the announcement. You already know. Is it in a town? It's in a town. I guess it's sort of at the edge of town, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's in like one of those town that's part of a city that's also a town. It's in a town. But it's
But the town does plow the roads,
right?
So if that's how you define it's in a town, and like if we need help, the police will still come.
Yeah,
So we're not in the country.
We're on the grid.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think we are in the country compared to those city folk, but we're on the grid. There's city plows, and stuff like that.
And so we haven't even like been able to walk all the way to like the very back, because every time we go, there's 2 feet of snow on the ground or whatever.
Yeah.
If you look at like the aerial map that's like on file with the town, there is a little stream, and that part is so far away that we might figure out a way to like pump some stream water, because like someday we'd like all of our animals, way back.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to figure it out. But
see, Brian Barton has the right idea.
What was that? Oh, a tractor. Oh, John's gonna get a tractor, but as soon as we have the money for it.
Yeah, we I think the scale of flower farming that we're going to do and other stuff will, probably require a tractor.
Yes, definitely.
But, not at this exact moment. And somebody asked about the zoning, whether it's agricultural,
Yeah,
and so
not
right now it's
currently.
not. But like
we'll
right now it's
definitely do
right.
that.
So it's woods, and so we just did that this past year here. So we're familiar with the process, and it happens in October anyway. So we'll see if we end up clearing some land and have it like tillable soil, then we can have the assessor out to classify that as
because the
farmland.
taxes are
ridiculous.
they're wild.
But so we can also do that as we go along. So like if we clear an acre this year, they can declare an acre as tillable, whatever, and we'll also have some that's just pasture for the animals. So as we go, we can declare more and more of our property as agricultural land, which is exciting.
Yes, it is exciting. But first we need to own 0 acres. Sorry.
Someday.
Yeah. We have to figure out how to get the house like up and running. We've met with, we've tried to meet with 3 contractors so far. Only successfully met with 2, and really only one was a quasi success. It's
Right.
so hard. But like we're gonna need more room for camels.
Yeah.
I would like a camel.
Somebody has a camel in a town near us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Hello,
don't joke about
Thomas
that
Schmidt.
too much. We ended up with like 12 goldfish today.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't follow us on Instagram, you can look at our stories. John Deere tractor has last fall $62,000. He cannot get a $62,000 tractor right now.
I'm thinking more like a 1990 Ford.
So on the inside of the house, cosmetically, like it needs help, but we're not going there right now. There's the heat, coat of paint. The heat doesn't work. The water isn't working. The electricity, it's all 2-prong outlets. Thank you, TNS. And like half the outlets don't work. So we need to get like the functionality of the house. And like we had the septic tank inspected, and it needs some work. And like I don't know if you saw the garage door. It's like open this much. It's staying like that for right now. We're gonna need to do some work.
Johnny Depp slapped someone with a turkey sandwich.
Oh.
Anyway.
I don't know if you want to open this in case.
Okay, what?
In case we need to quiet anybody who's getting slapped by sandwiches.
We have moderators.
Yeah, but.
But also, like, I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, but I just don't know what that means and if it's gonna like accelerate to anything crazy.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. So, and the big house. It's so big, right? We said in the video that it's like 3,000 square feet. That's more space than anyone I know needs. The cottage is like 1 bedroom, 1 bath, like small living room, kitchen, and that's gonna do it for us. And like if my mom wants to come, she's not gonna want to like heat a 3,000 square foot house, right? That's wild. So we'll have to figure out that big house. Like, it would be cool to have literally like an Airbnb, like conference room, like let 4 people come at once, cool. Like a bed and breakfast, basically. Yeah. Oh, TNS bed and breakfast. Like we said that at the exact same time.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens and see if
hi, Josh Roberts.
Like if that's going to be an option, like. Because we don't need to do anything with it at the moment, but we also don't want to let it sit there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But we also don't want to spend a ton of money on that. We have other priorities.
Right.
Yeah.
And there is reconnecting. We're live. Okay. It was like throwing things out the ceiling at us and like scampering, and we were like, oh, that's
Susie
not
said
good.
Dragonfly in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would just need to hire Michelle to man the front desk, but I don't know. That's all.
What's the contractor's name in that? Come on, Susie, help us out. What's the name of the contractor? Tom.
Yeah.
Or we'll get, what's his name?
Oh, hi, Lauren of Itty Bitty Acres here.
BBs. No babes.
Oh, gosh.
Pretty super rules for zoning when it comes to wetlands up here, as I'm sure they do in most places.
Yeah, I think pretty much everywhere. Our farmhouse sleeps 7 and our farm stay is quite lucrative. I can probably pull in more than $60K a year. Wow, that's amazing.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we've talked about the farm stay. It's just buffering a bit.
Will we have better internet at our new place?
It might be better, it might be worse. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not too bad.
It's not optimum though, so
Yeah, so it'll be different.
it'll be different. Hard to say whether it'll be better or worse.
I know. I don't know why our internet is so bad. It's so frustrating.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the big house, if you're not going to be able to get it quick, at least get the roof solid. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean we have plans to do what we can to bring it up to at least so there's not, raccoons living in it and they can't get back in. Just so it doesn't deteriorate further.
Because part of me was thinking, like, nobody's ever going to need a house this big, and, like, let's just literally run chickens in it and, like, give the house to the chickens, but I don't know. Yeah. So that's why I told you, and you don't listen.
No, he didn't do anything really bad earlier.
But if you would just...
He's just doing splits in his front lawn, Catherine. Like, what's the big deal? Oh, I wonder if this is...
We're close to the ski hills in the forest, so a lot of people are looking to rent short term. Mm. Yeah.
Who's texting?
It's my mom, I think. Yeah. Joanne, stop texting us.
Yeah, Joanne, come on. It's gonna mess up our internet.
Is it?
Yeah.
For anyone that's coming in, they've got 40 acres with 2 houses on the property. Oh, yeah, thanks.
Thanks for having our back. 2 quecks.
Is it a different zone? So no, it's only about 30 minutes away from where we live, so it should be basically the same.
Basically.
Yeah. I'm having a new roof on the back of my house starting on
Thanks for coming,
Monday.
Hannah. We'll see you around. Dope is right.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's big. There's a lot of stuff up in the air. It's stressful.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is because we don't have a contractor yet to fix up the house, and like because it's like just far away enough
that it's inconvenient to
that
get
it's
to.
inconvenient
We can't
to
just
get
like pop over and meet somebody.
Right. And so like we can't go and just start building stuff yet. Soil is we're not sure.
No.
Just a lot of trees. So I think one of the things that we're gonna do is eventually we're gonna have to clear some land with like a serious
Land clearing company.
Yeah, and then we'll probably have them bring in some topsoil and level it because it is pretty flat, but it's got that classic Connecticut rocky soil, I'm sure. So it'll be nice to have a nice base that's nice and flat. One of the things that we looked at was Pepper Harrow Farm, which if you guys don't subscribe to them on YouTube, you should check them out. And like they just have like the most gorgeous like drone shots of their
Like big,
property.
wide,
Yeah.
flat, open,
So that's
sunny.
the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did get a good deal on it, for sure.
Yeah. Like in this, we live in Connecticut. This is a very expensive state. It like makes me want to throw up and scream how expensive it is. We paid just a teeny tiny bit more than I paid for this house that we live in now, and the houses are in worse condition, but they're bigger and there's 2 of them, and
Right.
it's like John said, 20 times the amount of property. So I feel like we did get pretty lucky, and we're happy that everybody's gonna come with us. So
Yeah.
people with clear land. Yeah. So LT, so many people have talked to us about that.
Yeah.
But it seems like in this area, I would love it if somebody would come and clear land for us for free and take it. That would be amazing. But
Because we're actually pretty good friends with the owner of a sawmill that's close to us, and
Right.
he said like there's nobody who's gonna want to
right.
give you a good deal for keeping the wood. Although
Yeah.
my boss who had some land cleared said that he did. It's tough. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before we're clearing land, like we need working electricity at the house because like there's not enough electricity up there to like all the outlets are 2-pronged, so we couldn't even like have John plug in his tools if he was going to start working on things.
And yeah, someone asked, I think 2 quacks asked about maple trees. I do think there are plenty of sugar maple trees there, so I think one of the things that we will do is expand into maple syruping. So that should be good.
Crazy life. Yeah, we bought 40 acres. We just premiered a video a few minutes ago, so if you want all the details, it's in that video. Yay! So yeah, it's exciting. It's scary. How old is it knob and tube wiring. Do you think it's knob and tube?
I don't know what that means, but I think it's got the old wiring. I think it was built in the 60s. The cottage was, so it's got like that. I don't know what
cloth wrap
the cloth
stuff, yeah.
wrap stuff. Yeah. But so definitely we'll have to bring it up to 200 amp.
And LT keeps asking if there's mold. There's definitely a little bit of mold in the cottage. So we'll focus on the cottage mostly, since that's Rob says it's not knob and tube.
Yeah.
So in the cottage, the upstairs, the ceiling is like all the way up. There's no like attic space, and some of the ceiling is molding, and we originally thought that was because the roof was leaking, but we've now had 2 people tell us that that's actually because there's not ventilation. A green ribbon on the maple syrup bottle.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either. What does that mean?
I don't know. But yeah, so for now, Hidden Spring Farm, the idea is
We're gonna unleash John with a chainsaw. Like far enough away from the house that no matter which direction the tree falls, that it will not hit anything.
Or me.
Well, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll watch some YouTube tutorials on how to take down trees safely.
Well, I know someone who would probably die to want to come with me and chop down some trees. So.
Who's that?
Rob.
Rob Pulley.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have content for the next 6 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why, hello there, and welcome to the Magic Kingdom.
So is that like an immediate?
We'll give them a chance. I don't know what that means. DM me on Instagram about the mold. It's my other career. I can point you to some safe remediation. So we're thinking, because in that room that we were talking about with the lofted ceiling, there's also like an actual loft, and that area doesn't have any insulation or sheetrock above it, so it's just like open and crazy.
Yeah.
So we're thinking we're probably gonna re-insulate that whole section. So hopefully
we're gonna rip out all the things that is gonna be pretty much gutted to the studs.
So
And
instead of like remediating it, we're probably just gonna
because
remove
it's all, and also I don't know that we actually mentioned it, but
hi Peanuts Peppers.
the houses have been sitting for a couple of years.
Yeah.
So
right.
There hasn't been anybody living in there. So yeah.
PPE, we're all experts at it now.
Yeah.
We were there yesterday, waiting for contractors to show up, and I was sweeping, and I was like kicking up all this stuff, and I was like, this is not working.
Well, so like we're gonna clean out the basement that has a bunch of insulation stuff hanging down, so I'll go get like a Tyvek suit and a respirator and all that stuff.
Try not to give ourselves the cancer while we're...
Or the insulation in the lungs.
Yeah, well, I think the fiberglass in the lungs is...
There's also like
good.
some crazy bug that lives in the well room of this house, and I've never seen it before. It's like a combination of a grasshopper and a spider, which, if you can imagine, a big spider that can also jump, like as far as a thing. So, and no, it's not asbestos. It's fiberglass insulation that's down there. So that's all good.
Yeah, we're gonna become experts at home remodeling now soon, hopefully. And so the furnace also doesn't work, and I think people probably know this space that we sit in now used to be our garage, and we've turned it into a living room, and we put in as the heat source is a pellet stove, and we love the pellet stove, so we're gonna put in.
Okay. I think you're just a drop in the ocean, Leo, I gotta say. But that's okay. Oh, that's funny. We gave you a shot.
It's so distracting.
And you got weird with it. That's okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, attic crickets, they sound terrifying. I don't really know I think they have antennas. I just know that they are.
What are they called? It's actually a thing.
Attic crickets, they said?
Attic?
Attic.
Yeah, so. Hi, Rosie Side Farm and Homestead. How are you? Oh, and Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid. Hello, hello. So if you're just joining us, our big announcement is that we bought a farm, sort of. We bought a couple of dilapidated house. Yeah.
40 acres
40
of trees.
acres, though. That's the big spin, and enough space for our whole family to come and live on the compound with us, so that we never have to leave again. Hooray!
Yeah. So that's really exciting.
Yeah. I'm out but listening.
So anyway, what else?
Well, so I don't know. We talked a little bit in the premiere video about how we're gonna farm here one more season. Should we talk about that?
Excuse me.
So,
Oh,
oh yeah,
very sleepy.
Susie, I want to come to Vermont.
Maw.
To Vermont.
What's maw?
Minute Walk.
Oh, then it won't. Maw.
Maw. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna farm here for one more farming season because John and I planted probably close to 1,000 bulbs between tulips and daffodils, and we those are too small to dig up, so we're not just gonna like leave them here and like not do anything and like kind of throw away all that money. Sweet pea farm, yes, we've got 40 acres. We're moving.
We moving.
We're moving. And then my mom and I planted all these peonies, and then we have all these blueberry bushes and raspberry bushes. So all that stuff, my plan currently is to dig all that stuff up and bring it with us. But we're not going to do it like today. The best time to transplant is either like early in the spring or in the fall. So we'll probably do it in the fall, I think.
That's for the blueberry and raspberry?
Yeah. Because once everything starts to go to sleep, so that way it's not, hi, the tinkerer's wife, how are you? And we got a puppy request. Put her ear back. Can you see she got a big kiss? Oh, looking like the devil.
She's very sleepy. Acting like a lunatic today.
Yeah, and Jesse asked for an emu update. So the emus have been in for a little over a week. We did their first. The way you track their development is by weighing them. Did you say peony is best to transplant in the fall? Yes.
We're gonna let them grow out this year.
Yep, and then move them.
Potentially.
So we've got our 5 emu eggs in the incubator, and I guess the emus took a vacation this week, so we weren't able to get any more emu eggs, but hopefully next week we'll get some more. And so we weighed them, and then they lost a little bit more weight than they were supposed to lose, right? So
Yeah.
we upped the humidity to try to counteract that, and then hopefully, but I think within the realm of still okayness.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy. We're
Right.
a little bit high, and I don't know anybody here who is a serious like egg incubator. We got the GQF 1502 Sportsman, which is a giant cabinet incubator.
Yeah.
And so it was a little bit of a learning curve
Yeah.
on how to keep it humid, because you're supposed to keep it between 25 and 34% humidity, and I was finding that like overnight it would run out and then drop down to like 17. So because it was lower humidity, the eggs lost more moisture and lost more weight. So we've upped the humidity, and I've found that like the more water you keep in it, it doesn't actually increase the humidity all that much. And I guess it's getting really into the weeds here, but it's like something about the surface area of the water. So even though I have like 2 inches of water versus 1 inch of water, it doesn't actually increase the amount of humidity because it's still got the same flat space. So I'm able to keep more water in it and yada yada. So.
And Whiskey and Sunshine Off Grid, I think that's what the tag was, asked if we said what state we're moving to. We're staying in Connecticut. So we currently live in Connecticut, and that's where we're staying.
Yep, about 45 minutes away.
Oh, Chef Tony. Oh, is that a separate YouTube channel from TNS? That's funny.
So yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll see if I can find. I think it was maybe Crazy who mentioned it, but somebody. Oh yeah, 2 Quacks and 5 Clucks mentioned that since we're going to be farming here for another year, we'll be able to see how the new property acts in the spring. So it'll be
So
really
many flowers. Hi, Adrian. Thanks for coming. Yes, you're gonna get to see how the soil acts. I just wanted to be. It's because I stuck my hand in that tank. My sleeve is wet, and John was just so freaked out by it. But I don't even think anybody has seen it. We for my anniversary present, John let me put a koi pond in, which now we're gonna have to move. And we just got our fish because my friend Kelly, who I dog walk for, also has a koi pond and is also moving, and she was like, oh, I can't move the fish. So we went and took all her fish in buckets, and anyway, I had my arm, like, I was up to like my shoulder in fish earlier. Anyway, sorry. That's
Anyway, yeah, so we'll be able to see how the new property acts in the spring and look and like see how the soil is and where the sun, rises and falls and all that. So I think that'll give us time to better plan out where we want to put things.
yeah,
and
we
how
want to
we
try
wanna
to put
proceed.
things
We want to be intentional.
right. Yeah, because right now it's a little chaotic where we are. Because like where we planted all of our fruit trees now, it's just like I don't know. It's wild. They're like not in straight rows. So
Should we do a fish tour real quick?
sure. Do you guys want to see the fish?
My mom just asked. So we're taking a walk.
Walk slowly so you don't make everybody dizzy and motion sick.
You're fine. So there's the fish. I'm walking slowly. Gah! So we have a nice 150-gallon stock tank in our
I know, in our living room. We were at some point we were thinking about putting them in the basement, but now that big brooder that John built is like in the stairway that goes down to the basement. We were in. I don't think we talk about this very much. For 3 years we lived in 330 square feet. It was just the upstairs of this room, and now we've basically doubled it, so it's like 600 square feet. But it's not very much space. So when we've got like 3 incubators running and like all this, like it just like kind of closes in on us. And now I put this big 500 gallon,
150 gallon.
150 gallon.
Don't be crazy.
Oh, it says right there. Look at that. 150 gallon and 568 liters in case anybody uses that as their measurements.
It's bigger than the trough that we have for the alpacas.
Yes, it is. But someday it will.
Yeah, it might
Not
turn
be in our living
right.
room.
and it might turn into another livestock tank at some point,
Right. Exactly.
right?
Yes. So.
Because I never put out the video, but I'm building very slowly I'm building, but
Thank
a
you, Crazy Life.
koi pond like in the style of a Japanese soaking tub or something.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Out of a 6 foot wide metal stock tank. So
Yeah. Yeah, so and that's I don't know. The fish that chew on feet. Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, that's like a thing in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yuck. No.
Yeah.
Oh, liters up there in Canada. So you know exactly 568 liters. Many, many.
And they're probably wondering why we don't just use the metric system.
Yeah.
It would make a lot more sense. How many feet are in a mile?
I did that in Korea. It was the worst.
You want that?
No, Farmstead Smith. Adrian, do you watch Sophia Nygaard on YouTube? Sorry, I'm gonna go off on a tangent and just like she traveled to Japan as part of her vlogging, and she did the fish thingy, and it's just like I
might try that.
I would die. There's absolutely no way.
You'll be okay.
It looked so gross.
What if they were crabs?
Oh.
Scuttlers.
Well, maybe I'll link that one video to you. Maybe she's hilarious. She's got like zillions of subscribers. She's wild. But anyway.
So 2 people answered my question about the feet in a mile, which is great. How many meters in a kilometer?
What, are you just quizzing people?
I'm quizzing you.
Why?
You're just ignoring me.
But I don't know why.
Because I made a joke about the metric system and how it's just much easier. It makes so much more sense.
Can't hear you. Speak up. But not about that.
How many meters in a kilometer?
Let's talk about the farm.
Way to go down under farm.
Well, down under, isn't that
It
the
makes
metric
sense.
system there?
Yeah.
So, golly.
All right.
And
So I'm funny. People will attest to that. Okay. So yes, there are 4.
Yeah, Sweet Pea, you'll have to go back and watch the video because you can see eventually there's going to be 3 houses plus an apartment. Right now it's like 1 big house and then 1 smaller house. The big house is huge and a disaster, and then the small one is small and a disaster.
Yeah.
Digging the camper jammies. Aren't those cool? They're like little Airstreams.
I'm in my work from home fashion. I'm okay from the waist up, but
Southern Blessed, we're moving. We bought a 40-acre piece of property with 2 dilapidated houses on it.
sounds exciting, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
I know, especially when we say it like that.
Oh, Royal Amethyst Acres has an
Has
Airstream.
an Airstream.
You know, for the longest time, Catherine thought they were just a myth because of all the scams on Craigslist.
Yeah, anytime you see an Airstream for sale anywhere, you're like, I'm interested, hello. And they're like, yeah, just send me $5,000.
And your social security number and your firstborn son.
Yeah,
and,
right. Oh, it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
They're so cool. I have this like weird obsession with tiny houses, and I would like love to have a tiny house someday. Just wanted to let you guys know that you have.
I don't think we have knob and tube.
Well, we're gonna have the electric looked at because I think it's only 100 amp service that comes into the house,
Yeah.
and that's not gonna do it for us since we run like I said, we've got like 3 incubators running at a time.
And
so.
the house was built in the 60s. I don't think they. Just a quick Wikipedia. I don't think we do. I think it's because we had the same. It was just old, so it was 100 amp.
Hidden Springs, I would totally come stay in an Airstream on a farm stay, like 10 out of 10. But I also I don't know. Tiny houses have this like weird pull on my soul. Like I don't know why I'm so like.
Well, someday we're gonna get a really big truck, and we'll have a little tiny home.
Really big truck, little tiny home.
Well, the tiny home will also be big, but we'll get like a nice 3500 crew cab dually and a gooseneck trailer and a tiny home, and then we'll drive around the country to figure out where we're gonna live when we retire, unless it's Hawaii.
Oh, that's like the really long-term vision. Yeah. Hi, Craig.
Don't get weird, Craig.
I know everyone who's coming in is getting weird. Our streams are super expensive, and I spent all my money on a farm tractor. What are they actually called? Not scrampos?
Scamp.
Scamps. Excuse me.
Yeah. There's Scrampo. They're like the little tiny trailer.
Right. And Down Under said you can't work with your tools with 100 amp service.
Yeah. No,
so that's
we're
what we're gonna have,
definitely.
Yeah, we'll
upgrading it.
upgrade like the whole power situation because we need like reliable and much power. And it would be nice to have solar panels like as an augment to our power to like, reduce our electric bill, but I don't think we imagine ourselves going like actually off the grid. And plus in this area, at least in the first town I ever lived in, so the first house I ever owned, I did put solar panels on it, and you cannot go off the grid in that town. You must remain connected to the grid. And the whole purpose of having solar panels is just to pay your electric bill, but you have to stay connected to the grid. And I was like, because I used to fantasize about those things, but.
Oh, good, Tony. Appreciate it.
I know,
We'll definitely check it out.
It's too bad you're so far away. You could not be any further away. Or you come help us out with it, because we're gonna have to pay somebody because we don't know enough about electricity, and we don't want to accidentally burn down the house.
And yes, Sweet Pea, definitely more alpacas, and I think sheep are probably in our future.
Yes. So we'll need a sheep mentor and a peacock mentor.
For sure. And down on the farm we do. Solar is you get a lot of it during the summer.
Yeah.
And I think maybe something we're going to consider is because the houses are so far down on the south end of the property, and eventually like the farm is going to be more towards the north end. I was thinking maybe we have like a solar thing that goes and saves into some batteries,
like
for
an
up
off-grid
there.
setup for
Right.
the farm,
Yeah.
but not for the house.
Right.
I could get behind that.
Right, because if we only need to turn on a well like every once in a while or whatever,
Right.
maybe we can save up enough energy and
Right.
batteries.
Or like if it goes down, it's not like now nothing in the
Exactly.
house works.
Yeah. So it's not like totally reliant upon that, but
I like that.
a backup.
That was the first time we've talked about
Yeah.
that. So you saw it here first. And somebody, I think it was Royal Amethyst, said, "Are you taking the window greenhouse?" And no, that's going to stay here, but we're going to build another one.
Big one.
A big one. We had been collecting windows because originally my mom had said that she wanted, as her Christmas present, she wanted John to build a window greenhouse for her. So we spent like 4 or 5 months driving all over the state picking up windows for her, and then we got into the permitting process, and she was like, "Nah."
Well, it ended up being a lot more complicated than it was in our town.
Right.
So we won't fault her for that.
No, but it works. It doubly works out because
Right.
now we already have all those windows pre-collected.
Yeah.
So.
And yes, So I think, yeah, solar powered water pumps. Yeah, I think that's
That's a
good idea.
move. Yeah. Right. So we'll have to figure out how all that stuff works, because
Yeah, but I think that's further down the road. So
right.
that's all good.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
And we're planning out. I think with the window greenhouse, we'll make videos because so many people. That's like the number one viewed video on our channel, and so many people like find our channel that way, but then still end up having questions. So I think if we make the videos have like, so you really could watch these and like have no questions.
right, we'll do like, well, because like before it was just those were like the first videos that we really ever did on YouTube. I think we've come a long way in our videos since then, so we can do like a serious, in-depth.
Right.
So just like Jeremiah from Roots and Refuge, they put out a video. That's like an hour long on a more like in-depth how-to on to build a greenhouse. So
But I think we should break it up into like 10 parts. Yeah.
it's a lot of parts.
Well, I think.
But then we can also have one that goes through the thing. Because for the longest time, one of our most watched videos was how to build a roof on our greenhouse.
Put a roof on it.
Right. And so I think that's a lot of people look for that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I think we can impart some wisdom.
Yeah, and because I think, like, even in that video when you talk about like the birds' mouths.
Yeah,
I think
people-
explaining
yeah.
to people like how to do that kind of stuff, that's quite a paw. This thing.
She's getting big.
She actually, I don't know if you can see, she has this little tiny cut on her paw. And whenever she acts like a lunatic outside, she's like reopening the cut on her paw. And we've tried to put a sock on her and she just like has a fit and rips it right back off. But
These things. Give me that.
give me that.
Do, 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 do.
This is a professional drummer here in his past lives.
Yep.
So
Ugh. Ouch. And now she bites.
everything is cool. We have 9 minutes, so if anybody wants to talk about anything other than the house for the next 9 minutes, we can. Or if anybody has any questions about the house, we can. My dog does that too. Yeah, so Great Danes have like these really deep chests, so it seems like for a while they sleep on their back and put their legs everywhere, but then eventually they stop. At least our other dogs did.
What did they stop?
Laying on their backs like
Yeah.
all out. You know, they're more into either the ball or the stretchy outy, but not up this way.
Well, in Hidden Spring, we're going to be doing a lot more chicken coops, so if you do end up putting out your custom ultimate chicken coop build, would definitely be interested in watching it.
Yeah, and I talked a little tiny bit in the premiere video about like a chicken village. We're picturing sort of A-frame type chicken coops that then we'll put like right next to each other, so like one, and have their runs go that way, and then hopefully we'll have all of our little breeding flocks.
Yeah. That way we can actually have like breeding, because we talked a lot over the past couple of months about like breeding plans for chickens, so that way we have breeding plans for chickens. So, we have all these, the Polish chickens are coming in the fall, October, or no,
forgot.
May, coming in May, right?
Right, yeah. I think the ones that are coming in October are the Appenzellens.
Ah, yeah. So we have some Polish chickens coming in May. Silkies just shipped today, so hopefully they're here tomorrow or the next day. It'd be nicer if they show up tomorrow.
Hi, Hidden Oaks. How are you?
So that'll be good.
Easy guess. Is that easy guess about what our announcement was that we're moving?
Yeah, it was pretty much either like we're moving or having a baby.
But then some people were guessing like, I think you're getting a cow. I think you're getting a pig. City said elephant.
He also said buffalo, and he also said one other thing.
You live in the place.
All of this.
Sweet Pea, we got the silkies from Cackle Hatchery, and that was at a recommendation of even the Sparrow Homestead. It's apparently a local hatchery to them. They're in Missouri near Baker Creek, and asked if we had ever ordered anything, and I was like, no, never tried them.
So it better be good.
So
Never tried that. Better order 25
yeah,
silkies.
better order a ton of them.
Sucker for a mixed bag. Right?
Yeah, I am. But I thought we ordered 30, and our shipping notification just came and it said 25, so.
Well, we'll see.
Speckled cochins. Hidden Oaks, we're moving because we are currently on 1.8 acres and we're moving to 40. So here where we live now, the town has really strict really strict. The town has rules about how many animals you can have. You're allowed to have 5 medium-sized alpacas, and we currently have 7.
There are no rules.
Except
they do say you can't have pigs.
Yeah, no pigs allowed, but that's okay because I'm not 100% sure we wanted pigs anyway.
But so here it's 50 chickens, there.
Oh, hi, Black White. Thanks for coming.
Many chickens as you want.
Yeah. So in the town we're moving to, once you get over 10 acres, that's when the regulations stop. If you're under 10 acres, there's that'll be exciting.
It will be exciting. It's going to be really nice to see how many flowers we can have and how big our flower patches are going to be.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really nice.
Yeah. I do. The actual flower farms who have these fields of flowers that are just an ocean of blooms. I really want to do something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yep. It's gonna be a long road.
A pet mini pig. I could get behind a pet mini pig, but growing out pigs for a meat source, we don't.
Not for us. Yeah, maybe even Angora Goats we talked about.
Yeah.
So our friend Sean, who helped shear our alpacas, had Angora Goats. And
yeah,
who else has Angoras? Anybody?
I don't think anybody. Nobody that I know. I like Angora Goats because I like the idea of goats, but we don't do the dairy thing, and I'm not really interested in milking something.
And most people on the farm, contribute to the overall money situation. I say most. Not all, but most.
Look like Muppets, yeah, right. So, and because we don't want to do the babies and the milking and everything, if we could have a fiber goat, but have them be super friendly, and not that we complain about the alpacas, but they're not very friendly, they don't like to be pet, so I do like how much friendlier goats are than alpacas.
You're so loud.
Off topic, but your nails look great. Thank you very much. Oh, Royal Amethyst Acres. Do some Googling when we're done here. We're gonna hop off in 4 minutes, and you do some Googling on Angora Goats, and then maybe we'll split them with you because they're so cool looking. I can't with them.
Melbourne.
Have to look those up. Never heard of Angora Goats. Oh, maybe we could start the Angora Goat.
Are they a real thing? Did you make them up?
No, I didn't make them up. They're real. Oh, 2 quacks, thank you. Definitely Googling. Yeah, they're super cool. They have awesome. Oh, Rastafarian Muppets. Yes,
Yeah.
That's exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
And I think we're in a Facebook for it. One for colored Angora Goats. So.
Well, we're also in a group for Scottish Highland cattle.
Also, don't have any of those. Yeah.
Yet.
John wants one of those Highland. Sounds made up, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Promise it's not.
I'm glad he's on my side. The right side.
Yo, guys gotta stick together.
That's right. There's so few of us here.
Gotta go. Small Seeds Herbcraft. Thank you for coming. Can't wait to see the whole process. And Food Forest for the win. I wouldn't mind dedicating a section to a test food forest.
3 sisters? What do they call it? 3? Yeah.
No.
Ignore that.
You know that there's that guy,
Jersey Food Forest.
the New Jersey guy. Yeah.
James Prigioni.
Yes. Wow. Look at you.
I just remember because of Jersey Prigioni.
Yeah, he is.
Hey.
He's very like that. He does a lot of food foresty stuff, and we could. I mean, his whole yard is probably.
Yeah.
We could recreate his yard.
Yeah. So.
I love the Highlands, but my vet doesn't want to work with the bighorns. I guess that's something that we would want to take into consideration.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Everybody's signing off. It's
Yeah.
basically 8 o'clock. So Mulberry Branch Farm goes live right after us.
Check them out.
So everybody wants to zip over there.
Yeah.
I don't work hard, as you can see, but I'm sure you work hard.
Yeah. But yeah, so everybody check out Mulberry Branch Farm. They're going live right after us, I believe. Correct us if we're wrong. And other than that,
I'm seriously gonna have a heart attack. I want Angora goats. And if you end up getting Angora goats before we do, we'll come and visit and pet them.
For
So
sure.
anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for watching our premiere. If you watched it, if you didn't watch our premiere, go back and watch it if you wouldn't mind. We're super happy to.
yes.
to
Thank
be-
you for joining us
Yeah.
today. We are super happy that you guys all came
Big
out,
adventure coming our way. So
and we appreciate you.
yes.
See you guys later.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Wow.